Hello beautiful and welcome back to my channel and welcome to this monthly ranking where I rank everything that I hauled in my last monthly haul. I did have my December haul live like 2 days ago or something, and this is going to be me reviewing the things that I hauled the month before. I always come back and I give you a full review, ranking, roundup of all the things that I hauled a month back, just so you can see what I really feel about them, because first impressions is one thing, but me coming back and letting you know how I feel about them 1 month later so that you can actually see if I ended up enjoying them or not, that is something else. I do truly enjoy coming back reviewing things for you. So this is going to be me ranking everything that was in my last monthly haul, and hopefully you'll enjoy it. And if you haven't been there before, my name is Angie. Hello, I am a lover of fashion and makeup, especially colorful things. Bit colorful today, and I'm really enjoying it. So if you want to see some more color in your timeline, do not forget to subscribe. I upload quite a lot of videos, even though I said I was going to take a break in January, but it doesn't seem like that's happening. So here we go. Let's get into this. So, I did film this look, by the way, with something that I'm not going to be talking about in this video, and I did film a Instagram tutorial with the BH Cosmetics Summer in Saint-Tropez, which is this palette here. I bought this on Black Friday on a good deal. So if you want to see my Black Friday haul, that's also live. In these videos, I come back, like I said, a month later, and I review all the things that I hauled a month ago. And I will link all the things that I'm talking about down below, and I will link corresponding videos. So if you want to see these in action, see some swatches, hear some more thoughts, there's gonna be videos in the description box. I'm gonna start with my bottom and I'm gonna work my way up to the top. Will say there's not a lot of like bottom things. There's not a lot of bottom things in this. There's actually only one. Is that true? I feel weird putting this at the bottom, but hear me out, hear me out, hear me out, hear me out, hear me out. Okay. This is the thing that I'm putting in the bottom, and it's not because it's awful. I just think that you can get a lot of a better highlighter formula for less money than the Vieve one. I don't hate this. It is a bit thick, and it's not like super... How do I put this? This doesn't look amazing on my skin. And I have formulas that I love whole lot better than these that give a smooth, because this doesn't give a blinding result, but it also doesn't give that like glow from within result. It just on my skin looks a little bit chunky, and I have been trying this with dense brushes, flimsy brushes. I've been trying to layer it. I've been trying with or without setting spray. I don't hate it. It's not a bad product, but I have so many highlighter formulas that I prefer over this one that cost a fraction of the price from this one. So personally, this doesn't really jive with me. I know a lot of people really love this highlighter formula, so this could just be either that we have different preferences, or maybe I have tried formulas that they haven't, but I have mine in Bijou. And I like the other products that I tried from Vieve a lot more than this one. First impression, I was like, oh, this looks nice, but then I got in closer and I started wearing it more, and I was like, I don't know. I don't dislike it. I just really think you can get similar and even better result for like half the price. Don't shoot me. Don't shoot me, okay? I like the other things. Okay. Moving on. The next thing I'm gonna mention is actually in my bathroom. Just have the box here. And this is the Tidal cream by Sunday Riley. This is a brightening enzyme water cream. I like this, but I used the water cream by, what's its face? Tatcha, and I really could feel like instantly how my skin was smoother and just hydrated, and just like it looked and felt amazing. There's nothing wrong with this moisturizer, but with the Tatcha cream, I could be like, oh, this is what the high price tag is about, because there's something about how your skin looks and feels. With this one, I can get a similar result, to be fair, with any of my other gel moisturizers, and then it's like, why am I paying this amount of money? Maybe like if I use this for months and months, there will be like a difference with my skin, but I also don't really have skin concerns. I just really like a gel cream during the day. I have very normal skin. I am very soon 37, so I do have like, of course, some wrinkles and fine lines. It comes with age. I'm not that concerned about that, but I'm not acne prone. I'm not really dry. I'm not really oily. want something that's nice and light and moisturizing, and it's, yeah, this is that, but like, why am I paying this price tag for it? So that's the only Sunday Riley product that I've tried where I'm like, I don't know if this really is worth the higher price tag. Personally, I would go with the Tatcha White Water Cream over that one. Next, I want to mention, do I have both of them here? Yeah, these are nice products. Like, there's nothing wrong with, to be fair, any of these products. They're just, I didn't really have any duds this month. Maybe I should put it like that. Next, I'm going to mention the Infinity Brows in Sketch and Sculpt by Linda Hallberg. I really like these. I like the result I got. I tried both of these colors, the dark brown, what is this called? Dark brown and taupe, and taupe is definitely my color, even though my brows are slightly, I mean, they're not like blonde, but definitely taupe is my color. These gave a really nice result. The only reason, this could have been top. This could have been number one if this, because there is 2 pens. Maybe I should have shown you. Like, I am making no sense. Okay, this product comes with 2 pens. A crayon pen on one side and a felt pen on one side to draw in little hairs. If this had been a brush tip applicator, this would have been at the top. Because I love this pen, I love the color, I love the consistency, I love how this wears. The color, the ink in this is amazing. It's semi-see-through, but it still shows, and you can shear it out with your finger. Really nice formula, but it is a felt tip applicator, and for that reason, the longevity of this product is not going to be as good as if it had been a brush tip applicator, because with time, these felt tip applicators always frays a bit. So that's the only reason why they're here. This is a nice product. I just wish it had a brush tip applicator, because that's how I like to apply my things. Next thing I'm gonna mention, this is the thing. I feel bad putting this here, but the only reason why I'm putting this here is because I didn't think that this was effortless. I like it, I'm gonna keep using it. Maybe this will end up being a favorite, but the only reason why I'm putting the Hollywood Contour Wand, it's called Easy Contour from Charlotte Tilbury, is because I don't think that this is easy. I ended up having to change my technique with this a lot to make this work. It dried too fast, and it did lift up my foundation if I used it with a sponge or if I left it too long. So I had to, first of all, this works best with a brush if you move with it quickly. If you move with it quickly with a brush on top of your foundation or under your foundation, it looks amazing. But there was a bit of a learning curve with this one, and I don't like when things are named Easy Contour when I don't think they are. This might end up being a yearly favorite. Who knows? Because I love the result it gives, but I'm putting it in the middle, or, well, none of these, like I said, were duds, just because I don't like when it's called Easy Contour, when I actually struggled with this quite a lot in the beginning, and yeah, personal preference. I have my Gucci lipsticks here. I've talked about Gucci before. This is, this is in a satin formula. This is a limited edition color. It's a girl from Paris, or is a girl in Paris? The girl from Paris. Love this one. I'm not ranking this one. I've already said I love the satin formula from Gucci. It's amazing. I'm putting this here though. This is the Agatha Orange in the glittery formula. Why am I trying to say this in French? Nobody wants to hear you struggle with French. This is a limited edition lipstick for holiday with the purple packaging. This is beautiful on, but you can feel the glitter. I think with Gucci packaging, Gucci quality, Gucci price tag, you shouldn't have to feel the glitter. It looks amazing, but it doesn't feel amazing. And I feel like with this price tag, I mean, the packaging is metal, it's like, ooh, and look at this lipstick, it's so beautiful, like, ah, I love it, but you can feel the glitter. So personally, if you're gonna try a lipstick from Gucci, I would say try one of the formulas that isn't glitter, because you can feel the glitter, and I did not enjoy that as much as I did enjoy the other things. I don't love this palette. This is an okay palette for me. I know when I did a get ready with me with this, I will link it down below. This is the Stone Cold Fox from Colourpop. I got this sent to me as PR. I was very disappointed in the get ready with me, and here lies the disappointment. I feel like I'm that mom. I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed. That's me right now. These shadows are not the Colourpop quality that I know and love. I just remember how amazing the palettes were that they released in 2018 and 2019, and some of the palettes in 2020 has been wonky. They have been a bit wonky. This is an okay formula, but that's not what Colourpop is known for. Colourpop is known for having a great formula at a great price, not an okay formula at a great price. So that is, I don't hate this, it's not unworkable, but my disappointment is with this isn't that amazing Colourpop formula that I know and love. The mattes are a bit more sheer, they are a bit more powdery, they are not as buildable. The shimmers are a bit crumbly, they do need a little bit more work. They're not as like high intensity, creamy, beautiful metallics. Some of them are though, like this one here, the Grääs guy, beautiful shimmer formula. The Silver Magnetic Moon, beautiful shimmer formula, but like this one that I used in that Get Rid of Me is so fine. It's a bit crumbly, it's a bit disappointing. I don't hate the palette, this is not by far, not even by far, one of Colourpop's best palettes, and I'm just slightly confused as to what happened. What happened, Colourpop? I have questions, like what happened with the formula? I don't understand. I'm gonna mention something here that I think I've seen people mention this as their yearly favorite palette, like they love this palette, and I really like it too. But I'm gonna mention the Sigil inspired Lavender Chinchilla. Well, I might read on the back, it's all Russian. Listen, this is a beautiful palette, it really is. The only reason why I'm mentioning this in the middle is because I like shimmers that are more impactful than this. There's nothing wrong with this shimmer formula, I just like things to be a bit more blingy, a bit more high impact. But if you like something that's more demure, not demure, it's still shiny, it's still beautiful, but it's not that. I'm so into those glittery metallic formulas. Not pressed glitter, but like super high shine sparkle formulas, and this isn't that. It's nice, I like it, but for that reason, that these shimmers are not that high impact formula that I'm currently so into. I like the high impact super sparkly topper shades. That's what I'm into. That's why I'm putting this in the middle. I will link the video down below. If you think that these are formulas that you're after, nothing wrong with the quality. It's a really nice quality. It's just, I'm interested to see what else they come up with in the future. If they come up with a palette and a color scheme that I think that I would love, I will be getting that one as well. Next, I am gonna mention Side by Side. This is an all neutral palette by Nabla. Mine has been used quite a few times actually, because I really like, the more shades are in the palette, the more times I feel like I want to use it before I like review it to you. I think the quality of this one is really good. Most of the shades are the typical Nabla quality. Some of the shades are a little drier than I'm used to and require a little more blending than I'm used to with Nabla mattes. But I will say, if you love neutrals and you thought that some of the other Nabla palettes have been too many colorful shades in them, or that you really love a color scheme like this, because this is a neutral palette with some more rose gold and like terracotta shades and that like very cool toned row at the bottom. If you think that this is a color scheme that you would really love, you will probably like this palette. It is really, really nice quality, but as you can see, like, this isn't the color scheme that I go for, but I like it for what it is. It is a nice neutral palette. I just not that into neutrals, if I'm gonna be totally honest. I'm gonna mention this one. I really enjoyed this, and this is something that I have been using quite a lot during days when I just want to be quick and easy. Usually I do looks that are like this, super dramatic, super colorful, almost all the way up to the brows. I like to really take advantage of the real estate I have between my lashes and my brows. But a lot of days lately I've found myself just wanting to pat something on the lid, do some mascara, a little colored lip balm, and just, I don't know, I've become a basic bitch from time to time. This primer is a see-through primer that gives you a smooth canvas without the color. There is something about this that's so effortless. Shadows blend effortless on top of this, but they still give pigment. This has been a really nice primer to use as an eye primer when I don't want to go full on dramatic, because when you like cover up your lid with a colored primer, it does take your look from almost no makeup to dramatic really fast, because that blank canvas on your lid, it is doing something. It is bringing the dramatic, and this is being a see-through. I quite like this, and I didn't have any problem blending or packing on top of this, so I really like this primer. It's called Till the End. Did I say that this was from Linda Hallberg? I don't even know. This is from Linda Hallberg. I will link it down below. I've really been enjoying this. I think that this is a good product. Okay, 2 products left in my little basket. I want to mention the Tinted Love by Charlotte Tilbury. This was so easy to work with. In my Get Ready With Me when I'm using this one, and also this one for the first time, where I had no problem working with this, but then 3 times after I did have a problem. Listen, I don't even know. But I used this both on my cheeks and my lips, and I noticed that it was a very sheer result. So the next time I used it outside the camera, I packed on a bit more. This is a really nice, easy formula. It's watery. It comes with a little doe foot like this. It is a watery formula that is sheer, and this one is in the color Bohemian Kiss. It's a bit like an almost bricky red. It's sheer and buildable and easy to blend. It gives a tint on the cheeks or on the lips. It looks amazing under a clear lip balm or a clear lip gloss. This is one of those more supermodel-esque fresh face things. I have been enjoying using products like this, especially together with dramatic eye looks. I've really been enjoying that, but I quite like this, and especially on the lips, it looks really, really pretty. I've heard that this have gotten some mixed reviews, but I quite like at least the color I got. I bought this on the pre-sale. I think it's being released again now in the beginning of 2021. Keep your eyes open if you're interested. I don't think it's available right now. Let me get into my next basket, where like some of my really favorites are. But there was a lot of good products this month. I like when I have no failed ones. That's nice. Okay, I am gonna mention my next Vieve product, and this is the lip liner. This one is in Bark. I really like the formula of this one. This one is not too creamy. It is, I don't want to say it's dry. It's not a dry formula, but it's not that super glidey formula, which I love. For me, that is a plus, because it means it's easier to manipulate, easier to work with, to get a sharp line. Sometimes lip liners are so smeary and so glidey that it just ends up being everywhere, and I want precision with my lip liners. I got it in Bark. My only complaint with this lip liner, well, first of all, it's not that very affordable. It's kind of an expensive brand, Vieve, and personally I think there are really good lip liners at the drugstore or mid-range brands. One of them I'm gonna talk about in just a minute, and I mentioned that in my yearly favorites. I didn't think it was easy to pick a color. The color selection from the promo pictures was very weird. This Bark is actually quite a dark brown color, and from the promo pictures it looked to be more like this shade, like a mid-tone beige, and I was kind of surprised to see how dark this was when I got it. So I really hope they will change that in the future, so it's easier to pick your shade, because that was a bit tricky, not gonna lie. Next, I want to mention this palette. This is the Incendio palette from Glossgods, and my friend Margareta Grääs, she came up with this palette in collaboration with Glossgods. Glossgods is a Swedish brand, and Margareta, I will link down below, because I have a Instagram tutorial where I'm using this. This is a really nice palette. I really enjoy this. I think it's so pretty. The shades are beautiful and vibrant. This red is actually quite deep, so if you want to have a little bit of depth in your look, this red actually goes as deep as it does in the pan, so it's actually quite nice. And there's also like a brown and more of a mustard here, so you can go a bit more neutral leaning and not go this like full-on red. I think this is a nice little capsule palette, especially if you're living in Europe or in Nordic countries and you just want to pick up something like reddish, fiery, without having to buy from a brand that's like overseas, for example. I do enjoy this one. I think it's still available. I will link it down below. Next, let's talk about the Lethal Cosmetics cheek palettes. All of these things that are left here are so nice. I honestly don't know how to rank these. I love all of them, okay? I love all of them. All of these that are coming, so good products. So this is just based on like preference and how much I'm probably gonna use them. I love the blushes. more than I love the bronzer that I tried. These are all blushes. I have a video where I'm using these. I think I'm using this one. And I'm using, oh, the Nabla side by side. I will leave the video down below. In the Nabla side by side video, I'm also using these. And I also have a pre-made palette that has a highlighter, a bronzer, and a blush. This bronzer is the bronzer, this is the number 2 palette. There are 4 pre-made palette. There's like a fair, a light, a medium, and a deep. This one is the light one. This one is too cool tone for me, and that's the only reason why I'm like, ooh, maybe not, because I can't use this as a bronzer. It's slightly too cool tone for me. I can use this more as a contour. The highlighters from Lethal Cosmetics are so nice as well, like really good product. Like Lethal Cosmetics, they have such good products, such a nice brand. Do not sleep on it if you are living in Europe. It's just such a nice brand. Trying to not tip things over, I'm gonna mention this baby. This is the Natasha Denona Triochrome palette. I really like this palette for what it is. I bought this palette because I wanted more Natasha Denona mattes. I will say this one, Manganese, it is not the easiest to blend. It is a purple and it tends to stick a bit, and you can see that in, I did a first impression and then I did a video where I did 2 more looks. You can see that in one of my looks that it does stick a bit and it wasn't the easier to blend, but I like all of these shades. This one I just have to work with a bit more. What I like the most with this is that these lighter shades here that look a bit pastel, they have incredible pigment, at least on me. I can like pack these on without like using a concealer or a white base or anything, and they look so incredible as a lid shade or an inner corner highlight. Like these are so, I love the shades of these mattes. I think they're amazing. The multi-chrome shadows, they are a bit more demure if you are more into a demure, like just like I said with this one. More of a demure formula. You can definitely see the multi-chrome, but they're not as striking or high impact as the Cleona, for example. But this is a nice palette, but you get what you get. And I think the biggest drawback for me, a person who likes dramatic looks, is that this is the only dark color in this palette. And I would have wished for one more deep color. I always love when palettes have at least 2 deep colors, so that I don't always have to use the same deep color, because I almost always want to deepen my looks up a bit. If this had been one more deep color and those multi-chromes had been more high impact, this would have been number 1. It's just not 100% my style, and I still think that the Metropolis is my favorite Natasha Denona palette. I think that is an amazing, amazing palette. Oh my god, there are so many good things here. Okay, I'm gonna mention this one. I like this one slightly more than I like the Vieve lip liner. This is the Charlotte Tilbury lip liner. I have mine in Iconic Nude. I will be honest, they are very similar in formula. They're very similar in price range. The only difference is that this was easier to pick out a shade online. The shade I saw was the shade I got. I will say that's probably the only reason why this is on top, because I feel like they're pretty similar in formula, but it was just a bit easier to pick out a formula, and sometimes the small and easy things win. Oh, this is the Infinity Power Brows. This is such a nice one. I got mine in taupe. This is again from Linda Hallberg. This has this really small brush, and it's a really, really nice formula on me. I like brushing my brows up. I like that this gives a little product. I love that this gives good hold. I love the precise brush. The packaging is easy and simple, nothing wrong with it. Really, really like this. If you were looking for a brow gel from a European brand, I definitely recommend this one. I thought this was the best of the brow products, but had that other duo been a brush tip, that one would probably have won over this one. Lethal Cosmetics Velvet Dusk. This I love. Like I said, I love Lethal Cosmetics. This is an amazing color scheme. This is so unexpected and fun and grungy, but still some brights. I love how versatile this is. I love how unexpected this is. I do have videos watching and using this. I think this is such a fun palette. This would have been on top if these 2 shadows had actually been the multi-chromes that they have been marketed to be. I don't personally think that they are really multi-chromes. They're more in the slight duochrome area, if I'm gonna be totally honest, but they're still really nice quality. They still look really pretty on the eyes, but this, had this been multi-chromes, it would have been on top. or maybe if it hadn't been marketed. I don't know. I really like this one. Nice quality, beautiful eyeshadows. Do highly recommend that one. Next, I want to mention the Vieve lipstick. My favorite from the Vieve line is the Vieve lipstick. This is in 90s. I love this packaging. It is like a fall leather. I know people say that it's very similar to Tom Ford. I don't own Tom Ford, but this one is like a faux leather, structured with the gold and the gold metal on the inside. It says Vieve on the lipstick. Beautiful formula, like a semi-matte, semi-satin. It has a little bit of a natural finish to it. It's not that like super matte lipstick. I really like this on the lips. It looks beautiful. This is the product I've used the most from Vieve, and it's got a magnetic closure. It's a luxury packaging, a luxury formula. It just feels and looks really beautiful. This has been my favorite thing from Vieve, and if they release more lipsticks, I could definitely see myself picking it up. Do not sleep on the Lethal Cosmetics I like eyeliner pot formula. This is creamy, pigmented, easy to work with, waterproof, so you can use them in the waterline. This is the mustardy one. They come in so many colors. Lethal Cosmetics eyeliners, I don't know if I mentioned them before, reviewed them, ranked them, I don't know, but these are so good. Don't sleep on these. They're so beautiful. These are 2 of the new colors that they have, but they have so many colors right now. These are impeccable formulation. Best gel liners, I'm gonna be honest, best gel liners I've ever used. These are so good. I love BH Cosmetic quality. This is the Naughty palette. This is such a good palette. I love the formula of BH Cosmetics. This one has 2 pressed glitters. First of all, this one has 2 pressed glitters. It's a very big palette and it's a super obvious Christmas theme. Had this been slightly more condensed, not as Christmas themed, and without the pressed glitters, this would have been #1 because I love the formula of this one. I think it's beautiful. I just wish that it was a bit more condensed, but it is a Christmas palette. This is a great gift to get for Christmas because you have so many shades to choose from, and it's not all the red and green. You still have some neutrals and some pinks and purples and some colors that you can use all year around, and the quality is amazing. I do have a video where I'm swatching and doing the 2 looks of this, and I also have an Instagram tutorial. I don't know if that is up when I'm filming this. If it is, I will link it down below, but if not, please follow me on Instagram to see some more makeup looks. I do really love this one though, and I know it's on sale right now, so if you want to try the new and improved BH Cosmetics formula, that one has that. It's a really nice palette. I'm honestly surprised at how much I really enjoyed the Wahala 2 by Juvia's Place. This is such a nice palette, and I always enjoy Juvia's Place quality. I think that they make really nice eyeshadows. I've always been able to make really nice looks with the eyeshadows that I have tried from Juvia's Place. And this one, there was just something about, again, they are offering 3 deep shades, a dark blue, a dark teal, and then this dark, like almost reddish plummy brown. And I like the color selection. The only thing there are 2 things I don't like. First of all, it has pressed glitters. I use glitters from time to time, but I don't want them in palettes. I know people love it, but can we just have it on the side? I don't want it taking up space in my palettes. This one has a couple, I mean, I wish they weren't here, I'm gonna be honest. But it's a big palette, there's lots of choices. I kind of like that there are square pans. I also think that one of the reasons why I wasn't that intrigued at first by this palette, even though I ended up buying it because I bought this myself, is that the inside is like, I wish that they would just stop with the super bright insides and the super bright colors. Like pick a lane. Pick a lane. You can't have bright backgrounds and bright shades. It's a little, it makes it look a bit messy. But I forgot, second thing. I wish that one of these shades, or maybe 2, were matte grays, because these are quite similar. They're all like silvery white-ish shades, and I wish that they had been like matte grays instead. There've been so many more options, but I've made really nice looks with this. I've enjoyed this palette so much. I think this is a really nice palette. I just like it. Oh, and also this is a multi-chrome. Do you see this here? That is a multi-chrome shadow. I have several videos on this palette. I will leave a link or 2. I think I have 1 palette 3 looks and a first impression on this. I do think that this is a really nice palette. I've had a lot of fun with this. Really hope that they would stop at the pressed glitters though, because the quality, I've always, like I said, loved the quality of Juvia's Place palettes, but something about the deep mattes in the last couple of palettes have been like, okay. So yeah, really, really recommend this. I think it's a really nice palette. Okay, I have 3 products left. So this is top 3. On place number 3, I'm gonna mention this one. I think this is easy. This is a Charlotte Tilbury Glossgods Beauty Light Wand. This is a highlighting blush. Super shimmery. I have mine in Peachgasm. It is a like peachy, like rose gold, super shimmery. It has one of these doe foot things. I don't mind this at all. Like I can work with that. It has also a like an open and close thing, so you can like open it and then you can squeeze out, and then when you close it, no more product can come out. I just dot this on, blend it out with my finger, 10 seconds and it's done. Easy, effortless, beautiful. I use it on my apples and a bit up on my cheekbones. This can work as a blush slash hybrid highlighter on me, depending on if I'm self-tan or not, but I've really been enjoying this. I think this is a beautiful product. It looks great on my skin. It's easy to work with. I can use it under powder, over powder, with my finger, with a sponge. I've been enjoying this. This is easy. Highly recommend this, and I've heard a lot of people really raving about the ones that are not a like a blush light. This is called a high blush. The ones that are like a highlighter. So I'm eyeing getting one of those as well in the future because I really enjoyed this shimmery formula. Number 2, lip liners from Nabla. These are so good. These are the ones you sharpen yourself. I don't mind that. That means that I can make them as pointy as I want to. And it also, usually when there's like sharpened lip liners, not always, because the Colourpop ones, you have to sharpen them yourself and they're so smeary. These are the perfect amount of glidey versus more precision, not dry, but like not too smeary. Beautiful formulation. The color range is fantastic. This is a nude range. It's from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 being this like more dark, cool tone cocoa, and then the one, this is number 1, for example, is like a light beigey, more of a peachy shade. Different undertones, different depths. Wonderful formulation. That's my dog in the background. Really recommend these. This is a beautiful launch from Nabla. I did mention this in my yearly favorites. I think this is amazing. Sweetie, mommy's filming. Okay, first spot. First spot, new highlighters from Kaleidos. I also mentioned this in my yearly favorites. They did reformulate Mars Melter. It is stunning, like almost neon pinky peach. It can be a blush topper, or a highlighter depending on your skin tone. It has a bit of a semi-transparent base. Stunning, stunning, beautiful formula. And then this one is the new one. It's called Prophecy. This is the multi-chrome highlighter. It is beautiful. Beautiful. I have a full video where I am swatching these. I will leave it down below in case you want to see. I have never used a multi-chrome on my cheeks before. This one has a semi-transparent base, so I've seen people that is really fair use this and it looks amazing. I've seen people that are of a darker tan skin tone use this and it looks amazing. I think that this is so fun and so innovative, and I feel like we're only going to see more fun stuff like this, not only from Kaleidos but from other brands. This is a bit more higher price tag than this one, and the main reason is that multi-chrome pigments are a very, very expensive ingredient. So when you see sometimes that multi-chromes are like a higher price tag, it's not because the brands are greedy, it's because the ingredients, like the raw material, it's more expensive to buy for the brand, so they have to price it a bit higher. Otherwise, I mean, they have to make the money back. I mean, they can't be giving out stuff for free. It is a business after all, but that is the reason why this one is more expensive. It is because this is a multi-chrome highlighter. It goes from a peach to a gold to green. Stunning. Look at the video down below. It's such a beautiful product. I really, 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 really do enjoy this, and it's so finely milled and so pretty. And yeah, that is my number 1. I don't own anything like that in my collection. I've used both of these so much. I think they're just so pretty. That's gonna be it for my monthly ranking. Let me know what was some of your fails and holy grails for this month. Did you try some really good things? Did you try some really bad things? I'd like to hear all about it. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in my next video. That's gonna be on Sunday when we are doing my new makeup releases, going on the wishlist or not. Bye!